Is Jesus himself buried in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre? In the first year AD, Jesus, the deity of the Western world, was born. He knew his mission from a young age, and went to Jerusalem at the age of 12, forging an inseparable bond with the city and God. Later, jealous individuals plotted against Jesus due to his influential teachings. Despite knowing this, Jesus remained calm and accepted his fate. He was captured by the authorities and crucified. Upon hearing the news, his followers were devastated. A nobleman named Joseph offered his tomb, known as the Holy Sepulchre, in Jerusalem, free of charge for Jesus. The Holy Sepulchre was merely a stone cave less than 2 meters wide, but it was sufficient to hold Jesus' coffin. On the day Jesus was crucified, Joseph took his body down from the cross, placed it in a new tomb, washed it with clean water, wrapped it in clean linen, and sealed the tomb with a large stone. Several women from Galilee, who followed Joseph, guarded Jesus' body. After witnessing Jesus' burial, they returned home, preparing to anoint Jesus' body with spices and ointments after the Sabbath. The next day, the chief priests and Pharisees approached Pilate, expressing fear that Jesus' disciples might steal his body and claim he had resurrected. Pilate agreed to their request, and soldiers were stationed at Jesus' tomb. After the Sabbath, Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James, arrived at Jesus' tomb with spices and ointments. Suddenly, the earth shook, and an angel descended from heaven, rolling away the stone covering the tomb and sitting on it. The guards were terrified, trembling with fear and appearing as if dead. The angel reassured the women, telling them not to be afraid, for Jesus had risen, just as he had predicted. He instructed them to inform the disciples to meet Jesus in Galilee. Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James, left the empty tomb with a mixture of fear and joy, rushing to deliver the news to the disciples. Along the way, they encountered the resurrected Jesus, who greeted them with peace. Overwhelmed, they fell to the ground and hugged Jesus' feet. Jesus told them not to be afraid and instructed them to inform his brothers that they would see him in Galilee. After returning and sharing the news of Jesus' resurrection with the disciples, Peter, initially skeptical, went to Jesus' tomb to verify. Upon finding the linen wrappings intact, but the body missing, he believed that Jesus Christ had indeed risen. Jesus' resurrection made the Holy Sepulchre famous, prompting many to seek its exact location. In the early 4th century, Emperor Constantine the Great of the Byzantine Empire sent his mother, Helena, to search for holy relics, as he had converted to Christianity. When Helena arrived in Jerusalem, she discovered the cross on which Jesus had been crucified in the Temple of Aphrodite, built during Hadrian's reign. She believed she had found Jesus' tomb. Helena ordered the temple to be converted into a church, giving rise to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre is the most famous Christian church in the world because it purportedly contains the tomb of Jesus. However, whether Jesus was truly buried there remains a matter of Helena's testimony.